Tax Advantages for the Self-Employed, by FinancialOrder.net. There are some great advantages to being self-employed. Being self-employed allows for plenty of opportunities to minimize your taxable income by turning expenses you would have even if you weren't self-employed into tax-deductible business expenses. This video will give you some of the information you need to dramatically reduce your taxable income with a little work and planning. Here are some of the great tax deductions that are available to the self-employed. Deduct your home office. This deduction is not the simplest one to pull off. Fortunately, it is largely on the honor system. However, you should be prepared to defend it in the case of an audit. It is a deduction that is commonly attacked by the IRS because the requirements are difficult for many to maintain. Basically, any square footage that is used both regularly and exclusively for your business is tax deductible. This would include that portion of your home's rent/mortgage, property taxes, insurance, utilities and home maintenance. So if your office is 20% of your home square footage, you could deduct 20% of all of those expenses. Deduct your health insurance premiums. While this is technically a personal deduction, it is only available to the self-employed. In a nutshell, if you're self-employed and not eligible to enroll in your spouse's health plan, you can deduct your premiums from your income. This would include health, dental and long-term care insurance. This also applies to premiums paid for your spouse and dependents. Deduct your automobile. This is a nice deduction that can really add up. You have two options available. Mileage method. In this case, you would simply keep track of the number of miles you drive for business-related purposes. Actual expense method. You will have to determine the percentage of your mileage that was spent on business and then multiply that percentage by the total expenses related to your automobile. This would include gas, repairs, oil changes, and more. Which method is best? The one that gives you the greatest deduction is best. In general, if you have an inexpensive car or a car that is paid off, then the mileage method is best. Otherwise, the actual expense method is usually the best. Deduct your entertainment and meals. This expense is only deductible at 50%, but includes things like tickets to sporting events and the cost of a round of golf. You must be with a client or business partner and discuss some business, but this deduction can be used frequently with a little planning. Deduct your self-employed retirement plans. Contributions to self-employed retirement plans are tax deductible. This include retirement vehicles IRAs, Solo 401ks, and KEO plans. It really pays to be self-employed when it comes to retirement deductions. Be sure you're taking full advantage of your opportunities. Being self-employed isn't just about freedom from your boss and someone else's time clock. It's also about more freedom from the IRS. While this freedom isn't complete, there are tax laws in place that really offer significant advantages to the self-employed. Let the IRS help pay for your housing, car, food, entertainment, insurance, and retirement. It can take a little foresight and planning to really reap the benefits, but the benefits are certainly there. Visit our website financialorder.net.